Ladies and gentlemen, if there's a politician in Kenya right now who has stress and pressure yenye imeshinda hata President William Samoei Ruto, then is none other than Raila Amolo Odinga. Well, in this video, I just want to tell you or do some political analysis why Raila Amolo Odinga is probably the most stressed politician in 254 at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. But before I deep dive into this video, kindly just take a second or two to like this video, comment, and most importantly, just subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if by any chance you're watching us from a different platform, kindly just head over to YouTube, search for Creative Sellers TV. If politics, war, and documentaries is all you are passionate about, ladies and gentlemen, why is Raila Amolo Odinga among the most stressed politicians hata kushinda President William Samoei Ruto? Na hata kama wako broad-based government, why is Raila Amolo Odinga ndio anakuwa heated na this reality that he has lose it and Kenya wamesha move on? Hivi anasemaga abita X awezi mwacha aende hivyo, being that I was among the key, yani ni kama niliolewa na Raila Amolo Odinga, but saizi ni kama yeye ni ex yangu. Why is Raila Amolo Odinga among the bitter politicians? The first thing is the ideological difference that is experiencing in his ODM party. Ladies and gentlemen, this is none other than Edwin Sifuna lecturing and saying that broad-based government MOU are null and void.
Is ODM headed in the right direction with the current arrangement and the current status?
Let's just say that there's a lot of confusion. I have told my party leader that there was a time when it was very easy to be SG of ODM. You would wake me up in the middle of the night and ask me anything, because what we agreed is that you can compromise on tactics, but you can never compromise on your values. There is things that ODM stands for. If you woke me up in the middle of the night and asked me my position on devolution, my position on rights and Article 37, for instance, I would give you an answer straight away. But right now, there is a lot of confusion, because I come to these shows and to the media and in those public barazas, and I struggle to explain that we're the same political party. Then you will see a member of ODM who maybe used to hold a premier position, now is a cabinet secretary, say the exact same opposite. It leaves our support very, very confused. And I want to apologize to members of ODM today for all the confusion we as a leadership have caused, because it is very difficult now to discern the position of ODM on major issues. And that is the biggest sadness, because it should be easy. It should be easy. When a member of ODM proposes a bill saying, oh, we want to limit the rights under Article 37. What is ODM without Article 37? What is ODM without street protests? What is ODM? ODM is a movement that has been built on the strength of the people. So you cannot be the ones telling us today that, oh, you are sponsoring a bill to limit the rights under Article 37. We swore to this constitution. And that is where confusion comes in for people like me, because I now can no longer pronounce myself authoritatively on the position of a party when it comes to the rights under Article 37. You know? And that is where the difficulty begins.
So well, also, this is also none other than Gladys Wanga, who is also praising broad-based government and says that broad-based government is a way to go. And the MOU that they sign is good. So who is...
And we would also like to say, we have agreed, and we have a 10-point agenda, and we have agreed to work together with President William Ruto. And we do not have any apologies. We will support him. We will support the programs of the government so that we can move our country to the next level. And if you are an opposition must have an agenda. The agenda cannot be Ruto must go. Ruto cannot go without an election, because we are in a democratic country. So we will defend him, because he can only go through an election. So msituambie hii mambo ya Ruto must go. Hiyo haiwezi enda mahali na haiwezi kuwa agenda. Nyinyi ambia wa Kenya, hii ndio njia, sisi tukichukua uongozi tutafanya hii na hii na hii na hii. Na sisi tuseme kwa serikali hii ya sasa, agriculture inaendelea vizuri, SHA inaendelea vizuri, barabara zinajengwa hata Homa Bay, ile Gor Mahia ring road ya hapa Ndhiwa inajengwa ikipitia president. Sisi tutasema hiyo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is also a tape of none other than Raila Amolo Odinga saying that Edwin Sifuna is also right and the people should not criticize what he is saying.
Sifuna ameongea. Ako na haki ya kuongea. Ako na haki ya kuongea. Kama wewe unatofautiana na yeye kwa maoni, sema yako. Sema yako. Sio ndio demokrasia? Mimi sijasema ati mimi usiongee kwa chama namna hii. Sema hata kama unaona baba anafanya makosa, sema. Mniambie mimi wewe sasa naona wewe umezoeka, rudi nyumbani. Unasema baba rudi Bondo. Nasema kama unasema nataka rudi Bondo, wananchi watasema. Wanachama wa ODM akisema baba amechoka, basi. Lakini mpaka tudumishe demokrasia ndani ya chama chetu. Sasa sisi kama chama tuna maviungo vya chama ambayo wanaongea. Kama mambo hii, kama Sikufuna anaongea, mimi siwezi kujibu yeye kwa gazeti. Na ngoja tuende naye kwa mkutano ya chuku na ina.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as a former betting addict, let me tell you that kama umekaga double chance 1 or 2, unakuwa na pressure and maybe hiyo game itatoka tu na you will lose. So maybe Raila Odinga bado anasema aje hata akibet 1 or 2 anaweza lose. So the guy is stressed and the kind of ideological difference that he is experiencing in his party, being that vocal people who have always been helping him in airing the grievances and demands of youths in ODM party ni kama saizi wanampinga. People, a person like Babu Owino, a person who have always been seen seriously speaking against the youth, who has always been speaking for the youth, right now ni kama ndio ni jamaa mwenye anapinga Raila Odinga na hii broad-based government. And in fact, well, ladies and gentlemen, after watching this video, I came up to a conclusion that Raila Odinga right now, what is giving him pressure and stress is jamaa amekaa chini anajiuliza, what will he do to make sure that this family imekuwa united, because I can remember very well that a family where a father, a polygamous family where a father is not stable, bro, let me tell you that the kind of jealousy that the first wife always have with these wives zenye wako nyuma yake inakuwa something that can lead to death. Hata shamba kidogo ikigawa, nadhani panga waga inaizalia hapo. Na baby, Raila Odinga is feeling the pressure. The second reason why Raila Odinga cannot sleep right now is Raila Odinga has pressure to be re-elected, to be in ballot in coming 2027. Ladies and gentlemen, truth be said is that there's a pressure from Raila Odinga supporters for him to vie in coming 2027. But according to things that we are seeing in the ground, ni kama Raila Odinga, the MOU that is signed with none other than President William Samoei Ruto, ni kama ilimtai mpaka 2027 where he will support President William Samoei Ruto in the ballot in coming 2027. And the pressure kwa ground inasema aje Raila Odinga lazima akue, anafaa kukua kwa ballot in coming 2027. And you guys don't be surprised that Raila Odinga in 2026 the guy will launch his campaign and end up failing to deliver ama kufika kwa ballot in coming 2027. And truth be said, that is what this guy will do. Jamaa tamua ataenda kwa ballot, ndio jamaa ata campaign to become the next president, but hiyo time ikifika ya people to do hiyo the political party register, ikifika time watu wameshamaliza ku register political parties, this is when utasikia jamaa being that is a guy who is known to do coalition, atasema aje they will come up with this something called the coalition. Utavenya ulisikia anasema intergenerational talks, anakuja hapo with him and President William Samoei Ruto wanafanya handshake, then anasema amebadilishia au watu wake none other than President William Samoei Ruto. So the pressure yenye inapiga ujamaa, how will it try to win again the trust of the people and make them in one track wamfuati the same thing yenye wamekuwa kifuata all along, being that the guy anakuwa ni cult, ni kama Mackenzie and Shakaola. Raila Odinga has that wave. The third and the last reason why Raila Odinga is not sleeping is, you see, his ODM, the future of his ODM party and the legacy of his ODM party. You see, Rigathi Gachagua once said that the kind of empire that Raila Odinga has created over and over the years is what he also admires. And he said that kama kuna kitu ingine yenye Raila Odinga liunda, the system, the mechanism of ODM party, the thing that guy has created, the party since 2007, the party imekuwa thrive, sending several MPs and governors kwa bunge, the party haijai kufa. And Rigathi Gachagua ni kama the guy anaombaga tu kitu ifanyike, sinio? So Raila Odinga right now kaa chini afikiria, anasema aje how will he maintain the legacy and the strong ODM yenye amekuwa na, being that right now ODM party in several parts of this country ODM party ni kama ina lose the momentum na people wana lose trust on Raila Odinga. A good example is the coast. Right now, I think that a by-election should be done on Tuvari. But according to right now, Raila Odinga is among the few popular politicians in this country, and few people in this country can do what Raila Odinga can tell them, being that politics is a game of interest. And right now, Bredo-based government imeenda, like, let's see what will be the next coming 2027. So the pressure of this guy, with the pressure of him gaining the legacy of ODM party, a party that is known to stand strong and sell the grievances of his is giving none other than President that is giving none other than the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga a sleepless night. Also, the funds that the company has been, the funds that the party has always received from this political endorsement. Truth be said, is that in Kenya, for you to be endorsed with a political party, there's this thing that they always call the party nomination. For you to go for that party nomination, you must always pay something like a fee of 50,000 for you to be. Kama ni MCA and MP unapataga unalipa kitu kwa 50,000, unalipa 150,000 to 200,000, and for you to get a direct ticket, kama wewe ni MCA unataka direct ticket, inabidi unalipa kitu kama $500,000. No, for you to be elected as an MCA. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that if by any chance direct tickets zinakuwa inapita, I trust me, the kind of money that this guy anapataga na hizi endorsement, yani Raila Odinga kubeba tu mko anasema, you know what, huyu jamaa ndio mpigie kura. Because Raila Odinga, being seen with Raila Odinga in his strongholds, inamaanishaga ni kama umeshakuwa elected with the people of that area. So Raila Odinga, with that legacy, and the guy cannot afford to lose what he has built over and over the years. Being that anataka ODM, it remains strong, imara in 2027. But if this one will only happen, kama it might be a candidate, not the kind of pressure that he will bring in the table in the coming 2027. But right now, Raila Odinga as a zilala kama aja achieve hizo ma objective. Anyway guys, let me know your own thoughts on comment section. What point do you think nimeacha nyuma? Because right now Raila Odinga akona stress kushinda President William Samoei Ruto. At last, I was your host Silas Owete. Till next video, bye bye.